I'm tempted to waste some money and actually build another little residential zone, completely abandoning any hope of keeping it grid shaped. We will use the thing there. It's something I did try before, the idea that if you just zone some residential, then the game might just use it anyway, even though the stats are low. See, someone did move it. It can be a bit hit and miss though, because obviously if the stats really are low, then nobody will want to move in, period. And we're now down at about... can we get a loan? Oh, I tell you what I did before. I cut back on the budget. So we'll cut back on the electricity and water budget. Stop complaining. You love the taste of poo, all you people. There you go. Have a quick look. There's still perfectly adequate electricity and water for these people. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. That's my dog. What is she? She's found a coat hanger that she wants to chew up. It's something that she does. Don't judge her. She just... Leave that alone, silly girl. Anyway, now people are actually moving in now. Low taxes, I can only assume, is the appeal. Strangely enough, global happiness is still positive. That I can't explain. Doesn't seem like it should be so, but it is. And suddenly there's a drive for more commercial. So, hey. Hooray. All more money in the bank. I wonder... almost inclined to say, I wonder if we ramp the taxes up again, if it might be possible to make it loop, so you just keep getting more and more people coming in each time. Because, of course, once you reach, sort of minimum population level, I'm not quite sure what the first target would be for something useful to unlock. Decoration is 1,500. That's probably the lowest that would actually be useful. Garbage is 500. But you see, that's more jobs. So yeah, even garbage would be a useful thing to have. Let's see how far we can get. Given that we're making a profit, that's quite nice. Oh! The pollution steadily encroaches. What do they? It's purple. It's deep. Is this deep purple sludge that somehow is being produced? I find it hard to believe that even a city this size. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I can believe it. It'd be neat if they had like mutants sort of emerging out of the stuff. I mean, it's not radioactive, but just like sludge monsters, sludge worms that suddenly reach out and grab people and draw them back into the. That maybe someone could mod that in. I'm far too busy. Right. We need. Since it kind of worked before, I'm inclined to try adding some more residential just to see if it works. And I really should make these straight because I'm making it harder for myself because you don't get such good zones unless you can get a 4x4. Actually, there's an increase in residential demand. Let's do this then. Hooray! What are you doing, dog? Oh, okay. She's found a coat hanger that's covered in cardboard, and so evidently that's a challenge that has to be met. Now, there's a demand for commercial. I'm happy to fulfill that. Commercial. Go. Nice and blue. And where's the water? Yeah, not quite covered there, but it is now. And remarkably, people are still globally happy. Last time I tried this, by now, my population was really miserable, and I got the Unpopular Mayor Award, which, I felt like you really have to work hard to get that in this game. Everybody seemed pretty happy with what you do, unless you really are sadistic. But I think doing without industry is probably the harder of the two viable options, because you could get rid of commercial, and I don't think there would be an enormous problem with that, because people would still have jobs. Basically, they just have menial jobs rather than shop and office jobs. Well, they'd have office jobs later on, of course. You can't get by though without some residential, so because you'd have no workers. Unless someone can prove me wrong on that. What are you doing, dog? She doesn't like the fact that she's trying to chew on my hand now. No, she's licking my hand. She gets a bit confused if she thinks I'm talking to myself. Because she thinks I'm talking to her, basically. So we're at 400 people, and we could reach that 500 mark. It's going to be a slow growth, this city, but I think it might just be doable. He says is that it's hovering around, hovering, and there is that demand. There's more demand now for residential. I don't quite understand it, but there it is. Is it just that the money's coming in? Let's actually, we need to check the water stuff. See, that's the thing. Might have to start putting more money into electricity in the near future. And then you start to wonder, is it going to, people going to move out? Industrial demand has gone down. People are warming to my idea now. Maybe it's like a commune, the word's getting around, people are starting to move in, thinking, yeah, this industrial-free lifestyle, it's something that I can dig. Man, maybe that's what they're thinking. And let's make that all residential, because the one thing I want is a population. I don't care about the commercial stuff, I just need them to move in so that the other stuff unlocks in the game. We're nearly at 500 now. And the funny thing is, you could say, oh, well, why not just start with the mod that unlocks everything from the start? But then there's really no challenge at all. Because, well, there's still the money side of things, but it just wouldn't feel like I'm really fighting in the game's mechanics like it feels like I am now. It feels like I'm having to work to try and make this city grow. Come on. 470. I think they might just be able to get there in the end. Oh, I was thinking, I didn't actually put water in. I hope you were screaming there saying you didn't put the water in. Not that that's going to make a huge amount of difference, but I think people are more willing to move into a place that's got water. I say that you find that in cities, some cities in this, people are like move into the place like en masse, fully populate a zone, and then start complaining. Where's the running water? Didn't your surveyor tell you that when you moved in? Let's slow down again. Have a quick go at one of these cars. Hey, there goes a car driving up to the power plant, driving to work. Cedric Thompson, I think we heard from him before. Hang on, he's uneducated. I thought he said unemployed. That doesn't work, does it? Oh, there's someone importing goods. Bug spray van. Returning to facility. What have we got? I love this view from these cars as they go along, and sometimes hey, they go through each other or they clip through the landscape if there's some really ugly intersections. But it feels pretty. It feels like a roller coaster sometimes. I think you get that sim for free in this game. There you go, driving out of the city. We won't follow it all the way. Oh dear. I'll get out of it. Oh no, you have to press tab. There we go. Right. What's happening? Nothing. Let's go up to full speed again. I wonder why you suddenly get these little spikes of demand for residential or commercial. I wonder why that is. Is it just random fluctuation, or is there some reason behind it in the game? Because it seems a weird thing, doesn't it? If there is so little demand for housing, why would it ever just tick upwards briefly? Oh, we're coming up. 480. I was looking at the map and I was thinking to myself, what can I do to try and push the population up a little bit? You've got to change something. I thought maybe if we go a little bit green and we add one of these, it might help. And it kind of did for a while. We actually got up to something like 490, and I thought, oh wow, that's it. That's the secret. I'm inclined to put another one here just to see. So when do I take it down again? And I am using up my cash here, and it's clutching at straws. But so you do that, and suddenly the weekly change goes up. People start moving in. I mean, in many ways, I'm still making a profit, so I'm not too worried. But it's interesting. And they're happy again. And they're miserable. And they're happy. I reckon it depends on the direction the wind's blowing. I wonder if I take these out, do I get anything? Do I get a no. I was just thinking, do I get any money back? No. Still, it takes some of the weight off the electrical system, doesn't it? That wind keeps moving, doesn't it? 490. Is it going to go up? Are we going to do it? 490. Yes! We've reached 500. I don't know quite how that happened, but we did it. We reached 500. So that means we've now got taxis, loads, garbage, healthcare, education. It's going to start to get tricky to satisfy people with those, but that does mean more jobs. So we'll see what happens next time. Will we reach 1,000? 1,000? Maybe. Until then, see you next time.